Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The Bears at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's got his man on the out route. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd down and 6 now. And going right back to Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You look at this Bears defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
On 3rd down, here's Walker pushing through the contact. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. Back.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those those guys get your list done, because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Walker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. DJ Chark. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are back within a score.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Okay,
The
ready?
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
T.J. Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Walker. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to Walker on first down.
And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 11. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync, Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
186 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Go to 54, go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Walker with another carry.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Running left is Walker.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 60 yards.
And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Down the left sideline and down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready?
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Come on.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Hurt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
2nd and 5.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflict.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Muscles him off. There he goes, left side. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about.